some discounted cash offers, but unfortunately, the discounted cash offers did not work for their client. We had already had a previous discussion about doing seller financing. So I pitched them the flip first. This is exactly what I sent him. He told me just to give them the cash offers, then see what they think. I'm going to see if this is something Richard might want as far as the actual okay, so it was my partner's flips leads. I gotta text my partner manager. I'm gonna text him a little bit. My partner's leads. So what we did was we structured some seller financing previously, and we gave it to him to see if he thought about it. He told me just to make the cash offer. So we're back at it again because I knew that they weren't going to be interested in that cash offer, which is why I had already did it. So we could have took this right here and made an offer with it, but realistically, what I want to do, I want to maybe write it because when you underwrite a property the first time, things change depending on how long it takes, depending on how long it's been. What I mean by things, the market could have been different, like this, the actual pricing could have been different. The rents could have went up. I would say we've been working on this property close to a month now, and that's just going through negotiations. It's been several holidays. It's been Halloween, and it's been Thanksgiving, and we're coming on Christmas. So it's sometimes when you doing these, the holidays come up and it slow the process down, not to the point to where it makes it difficult to put something together, but it slows it down to the point to where it's like you kind of got to play limbo a little bit just to get the offer in, and it makes it very complicated and difficult. So the next thing we need to do, we're going to close this out for now, even though I needed it. I still needed that. Let's reopen that because actually I could, because I got this. So what I was going to do is get the calculator out. So BuyBox is a tool, is a AI. I like, can't rely on it. You have to use a calculator. You have to use later like this, but this is not the one I want to use. Yeah, this ain't the one I want to use. This is one for Steam. Basic. I'm trying to think what it's called. There you go. I like using this calculator because it fits more for what we're trying to do. Okay. We boost the price up to 184. 184. We had it at 165. Okay, let's put that. 79 property taxes. 7 years. What does that go? This is a sub too. This should have been regular standard seller finance. Okay. My bad. I ain't see that. 24. Oh, that's eating our cash flow. Let's change this from 0. Okay, no. See, the reason why I put it's 22. Okay. Oops. So this is what we're going to do. We gotta go up. Yeah, we gotta go up. Let's do 39. That's better. That's better. If we give them 39, let's say a 8-year balloon, how long would it take him to make his money back? We could squeeze 30K off of that. That's crazy. But I'm gonna keep it realistic just in case they want to move, because we got room to increase on the down payment. So 15 or 15K, we split 900, but we got to give them a larger down. Yeah, give them a larger down payment just to be fair. We don't want to be greedy. Yeah, at 19, we can go up a little higher, but we'll sit at that 19, 15K. All right, let's do some math real quick. We got to see how long would it take him to make that money back. So he'd be spending $37,000 to purchase this. So we need to see how long will it take him to make it back. And he got 8. Oh, 8, he would have definitely made that back. At 8, he would have made 57,408 at 8. But that's not saying they're gonna want to do 8. They might want to do 5. They do 5, he'll barely make his back. We have to push to 7. They're gonna want to increase that down payment for sure. But this is exactly what I would do. On the letter of intent yet, because we want to save some time as we go to the next one and the next one and the next one. Because we have a total of 6, I believe. So we're just going to copy this. Oops. Make a copy. So we made a copy. So we made a copy of that. They made that payment though. There you go. That's better. I would need to do that math again though. I don't like the when you sit in the threes, it's like it's an easy no. So we gave them 7. I think we gave them 8. Yeah, so in 8 years he would still make 52, 3. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can. All right, let's go to the next one. will it save it? Will it not? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it did. Okay, cool. It did save. Okay, let's go to the next one. We got this one looked at, so we're going to put that in. I'm gonna just change it so I know which ones I worked on and which ones I didn't. I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna do these ones first, the ones with the high bedrooms, because we might be able to toss them to Steven if the cash flow is there, which that means we might actually get a deal. We actually deal. We might work out a cash flow is actually there. Shit, my bad, y'all. I'm using the wrong calculator. I realize that. Uh, oh, I'm tripping. Okay, I'm back. I had to do some quick research because I was like, this could possibly cover for the seller carry structure with Steven, but the problem is, so as I was doing my research, it would need to cover the DCR loan to do it, and I'm not for sure if it would just based off of the one unit. Because as I was getting ready to do this, I was like, hold on, it's only producing this single, this one single this one single income stream. So I was like, okay, uh legally does it make well, I shouldn't say legally, but ethically does it make sense to do that? So this is what we're going to do. Um because we can try it, but the problem is, will it cover the actual DCR loan? That's the question. Will it cover it? I don't think it would. So we would be forced to go back to traditional seller finance. She did give us some replies back, so we're going to look at that also before we start underwriting everything. Oops, wrong one. Okay, let me check and see. Cause she gave us some time. She gave us. Okay, so I think the terms would have to be string favor of the seller as she already received an offer for seller finances. She's not really interested in doing that. The down payment is probably going to have to be at least half of the sale. So which one is this? This is and that's the one I actually underwritten. Hmm. That's that 4 bedroom. It's a 3 bedroom. And then she gave us another one. She gave us this one. She said, okay, so this one, this one, 308, and this one, the one we're just working on, looking for terms at least 10% down with interest if possible. The property will be subject. I'm waiting on the seller to clarify. Transfer of property would be made. Got it. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, she gave us terms for. This one may not work because she wants the down payment to be half of the actual purchase price. She's looking for at least 50% down. If this was like a multifamily, it could possibly work, but it's not. That's what's really hurting me with half of this. But the good news is she said she wanted 10% down with this, this, and this. They want an interest rate, so we could throw them an interest rate also. We might give them two different offers, one with a balloon payment, kind of like what we just did with this previously one, just to pique their interest. Let me send her something real quick. I'm